Hey, maybe you're like me and a child of the 90s, in which case you probably remember Nerf Bash Hockey, Mighty Ducks, and Pro Beach Hockey in California. I used to love this league, man. It was great. I've never played actual ice hockey. I've only played inline hockey, ball or puck. But when I saw this league and they played ball, oh, they got me there. But then, dude, when they added a ramp behind the goalie, like, come on. Like, how much cooler can that get? They played, next to the beach, in the sun. I'm from Miami. So I definitely identified with this league. And I probably would have been a bigger fan of this league than the NHL. Whoa. That reminds me. In case you're wondering when this is being filmed, this is, I think, should be considered the second wave of quarantine. And people are tearing down statues. So yeah, it's about that era. In case you're in the future looking back. Anyways, speaking of being in the future and looking back, let's take a look at some of these logos, man. Let's start off with the league logo. So, looking at the Pro Beach Hockey logo of the league, it's this dude that has either just passed the ball or shot it. I guess he shot it. He doesn't look like he's put too much effort into it. I think it was a pass. His hand is way too low though. His left hand, like the one that's up next to the the tip of the stick. Yeah, that's way too low, man. You gotta bring it up higher. Get a better, shot control, all that. That's why I figure it wasn't an actual shot. No way you could shoot with your hand that low. Oh, I guess you can. Anyways, it's all right. It's okay. It's not bad. He has inline wheels. And they're red, and they contrast well, I guess, with the black. Sorry for the resolution, by the way. This is the only image I could find. And yeah, I'm surprised that the league didn't go ahead and just do the little V form skates on him or her. It's a guy. Come on, it's a dude. Emblem maniacs. But besides that, and also if you notice the tape on the stick, if you play inline hockey, at least back when I was playing, the tape would go horizontal. It wouldn't go vertically how ice hockey players do it. So, I feel like they misrepresented the stick. So I'm gonna quickly rank them, just without even having it written down. And I usually, this is my second video. I wrote stuff down in my last video, and I still didn't really get things all the way right. But anyways, I'm just, freestyle this thing. And start with number 6, my least favorite logo. And that's going to be the Express. I bet a lot of people actually like this logo, but not me. It's just, the Express, what does that mean? Like, I'm thinking a train. But then I just see like this superhero looking dude with purple spandex and like a Flash mask going through a flaming hoop, and so I'm thinking of like Evel Knievel or something. It doesn't look bad, it just doesn't say anything to me. Logos can be aesthetically pleasing and say nothing, and therefore, nah. It has to have some weight to it emotionally. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it's just... That might be a reason I'm not too into paintings, and I like more logo type of stuff, because it's representative. Anyways, after that, number 6, number 5. I'm gonna go with the Gargoyles, even though I loved the cartoon as a kid, and it has that triangle that I like, I like looking for. It has a triangle, but again, it's kind of emotionless, and yeah, and don't think I'm picking on purple, because I just noticed that both these logos have purple in them. That's not the issue, even though I do very much resent my purple car. It has this gargoyle that looks like a robotic dog or something. And it's just extremely generic, no dimension to it. Just this triangle, and he's sitting on a G. You don't sit on G's, man. Yeah, not my cup of tea. Let's go for number 4. I'd say... Dang. I'm gonna have to go with the dog pack. And I thought that they would be higher on my list. But I gotta think about also, like, what would I be proud to wear on my chest? Plain. And, you know, these 3 dogs, very cartoonish looking. Kind of just these mean dogs. I love dogs. I don't like mean dogs. There's dog pack. The pack spelled like Pac-Man. It's just trying to be hood, dude. And it's not working out. Yeah. Back then I would have loved it. Back then I think this was my favorite logo. But right now it's just not, I'm not identifying with it, to be honest. The colors are okay, but nothing special. So, number 3. I'm gonna go. Wow, and this is, you know, it's not going the way I expected it to in my mind. I think I'm gonna go with the heavy metal. And yeah, I like the heavy metal. Yeah, I like the heavy metal logo. I do, and I love the name. I love the concept. But I'm kind of resenting the fact that it's in this like shield, and it being neatly tucked in a shield representing heavy metal seems kind of not too heavy metal to me. It's too clean. It's too encased. And the weird thing is, I think that the dude's wearing a chain too and breaking away from some chain. I guess, you know, heavy metal is a rebellious genre of music. So I guess that's the meaning behind it. The colors are awesome. The colors are very LA hockey. Black, gold, you know, gray. Definitely reminds me of the Kings. And then, like, I guess like a lightning bolt sort of stick. I wouldn't call it a lightning bolt, but something sharp. It's just too dramatic. It's a little too emo for me, I think, is the thing. Yeah, I think I'm just getting too emotionally dragged down by this logo. Sorry. So, number 2. It's between the Salsa and the Web Warriors. I knew Salsa would be special to me because I'm Hispanic, and I always had this thing of like, oh, there should be more of us playing hockey, and especially being from Miami, like I needed more Hispanics to play hockey so that I could play hockey. And it was special for me, you know, dude. When Scott Gomez came out and the Cuban goalie guy, Al Montoya, dude, I was like, yes. Dale, estamos aquí en el hockey. I'm gonna have to go number 2. It's gonna have to be, I think it's gonna have to be Salsa. So I like the logo, you know, it's all right. It's special to me. That's why it's probably as high as it is. But really, when you look at it, it's kind of like, it's very much like the logo, or the character reminds me of like the kids menu of Chili's or something. If they do, I'm sure they have kids menu, right? Kids section. Yeah, the little coloring thing. Well, if they had like their mascot for the kids, that would be the dude right there. I mean, he is a little pedo looking, to be honest. Yeah, he's a little weird. Kind of reminds me of the Moon Man too. So, weird dude. I definitely appreciate that they spelled salsa with an exclamation mark at the beginning. So, very grammatically correct on their part in Spanish. For those that don't know, salsa means sauce. And I think they're referring to the Mexican version of that word, or rather, why that word is famous. So speaking about salsa, what you eat in Mexican food, as opposed to me being Caribbean, Cuban, salsa being the genre of music. Yeah, I don't think they're talking about that salsa. They're talking about the salsa you eat. And I love Mexican food. So yeah, he has shades on, you know, dude's looking cool, whatever, you know, big teeth. But it's a very wacky logo, and it's too silly. They're all pretty silly, to be honest. But that's a great example of a really silly logo. And maybe not something you'd be so proud to wear on your chest. This pedo looking chili head guy. Bro, he really looks like a Chili's mascot. So number one, and I did not expect that this would be my number one. I was thinking maybe the heavy metal, maybe the dog pack, maybe salsa would be my number one. Definitely not Gargoyles or Express. But the Web Warriors, man, that's my number one logo. That's my number one pick. I'm sticking to it. I like where you can go with this logo. You know, and I just thought about this. Web Warriors, is this like a precursor to Anonymous? Maybe? Or is it just like, you know, people that talk a lot of crap in the comments section? Maybe that's a Web Warrior. Or are they referring to like the net, the hockey net? Is that the Web Warrior? I don't know. What a tangled web they weave. Anyways, I like the red lightning, the red flashes, the red electro looking chuchungs. You know? A chuchung. You don't know what a chuchung is? Well, that's a chuchung. Anyways, looks cool. I like the triangle in the back. With the radiating green and blue lines, curves. Definitely the word web gets lost in there, so they lose points for that. And the word Warriors down at the bottom is competing with the logo on top. So I would actually center that head with the crisscrossed chuchums in the back. I would center that in the triangle if it were up to me, and I think that'd be a lot cooler. But yeah, I like this logo the most, I think, because I think it has the most potential to do other things. Like, I think you can definitely play around with those images in the logo itself. Like the red chuchungs, you could put them all over the place. The radiating blue and green lines or whatever curves. I think this logo has a lot of ways to identify it. Probably if you were to look at it through a very small hole, you can notice what logo this is just based on, you know, its components. I'm kind of surprised that this is the logo I went with. But yeah, I like it. I think it's balanced. And it's very fitting now, obviously. It's cool, man. I like it. I like it. Number 1. Go figure. I was gonna say peace, but you know what? I'm doing this now. Alright. Peace out, guys. Emblem Maniacs.